like I say, there's lots of things like nobody really knew how to run a government or a country or anything else like that. Me, Brian, Lucifer Star, well, I was very effective at running countries and groups of people, very, very much so, In fact, epically good at creating treasuries and money and dealing with finances and also inventing and all kinds of other stuff. I was incredibly good at everything, basically. And actually was very good at creating, mediating lots of situations and things like that. And that's how Brian or Lucifer Star actually basically what I did. Well, mostly I actually created and actually invented and actually built things and had things built, you know. So it's much more physical than actual just like treasury and department. That's all just paper and stuff like that. And that's really what I did was basically the physical aspects of running a country and building a country. So, and many people in America and many people around the world would want that to not be known about but many people did know that I was basically the founder of government and the founder of treasury and the founder of this and the founder of that and founder of inventions. And basically, that's another reason why they would want me dead or whatever. So I wouldn't be able to tell the people, or people wouldn't find out basically how everything worked. Because I knew how it all worked because I had designed it all. So, anyway, and I was part of the system that worked very effectively and very nicely and actually provided for schools, police departments, fire departments, and also building of cities and towns. And I was really, really, really good at government and business and basically everything, pretty much. And very effective. And everyone loved me for it because it worked very nicely. So, anyway, so yeah, so how the Treasury Department works, how taxes work, how everything is collected, sales tax, income tax, property tax, all those taxes. They didn't have to be all that high, and they still made a lot of money every day. In fact, so much so that you could almost just buy your own country outright. Anyway, which actually, I think some people in Congress were trying to do, trying to rip my country away from me, saying that the American people had bought the country and that it was now theirs. But that meant actually no, it's the American people's, not Congress's or whatever. So anyway, lots of stuff. They were trying to pull this and that, and they did not just trying to kill me and trying to do this and that, but actually trying to take away my country, which is America, which is my country, just like Germany is my country. I love you, Germany. Anyway, Germany knew what was going on in America and what the people of Congress were doing, and we actually even knew what the word Congress meant. So anyway, yeah, it was very difficult and very very huge issue where I was basically like this epically or epic creator and epically right about everything. So anyway, but no one will ever see these messages because so many people want to just basically have fun and buy cars and live in houses for free and all kinds of other stuff. Anyway, which is only a little bit worse than the people who just wanted to shoot the people who lived in the houses and live in them anyway. Why do paperwork when you just get out? Anyway, lots of people were doing this, so because no one really understood how anything worked. So anyway, yeah, and a lot of people would go, "Do you believe this guy?" Blah blah blah. Basically, just a bunch of hackers that stole a bunch of money and pretty much ran around and eventually came across me. So anyway, yeah. But then again, other races and other life form types would come across me eventually too. So anyway, because I'm their creator, kind of hard to not come across your creator when he actually created you. So anyway, so they kind of knew me anyway. As at the point of time which I did the creation of and all this and that. So anyway, yes, and genetic work and all that. So anyway, it gets all complicated and stuff like that where no one really knows who I am because, well, they get born into it and basically don't know Lucifer Star or Brian. Although, Brian was a person and Lucifer Star was an artificial intelligence computer and program. And epically great at creating and building planets and stars and everything else. So, anyway, and where I don't really give a give 2 cents, I don't really care. It's just a bunch of craziness. That basically consumed the planet Earth and a few other planets until people were like, whoa, wait a minute. Anyway, whatever, and led to the demolition or bombing of Germany because Germany was like, wait a minute. Anyway, and other people were like, wait a minute. And basically everyone knew what was pretty much going on, and a bunch of hackers or other people were like, anyway, whatever. So, yeah, because no one really knew how the governments work or taxes and bills and all that, and a bunch of people were trying to grab guns and blah, 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 blah. Lots of annoying stuff. So anyway, where I created this wonderful system that worked very well, but mostly they were using it for basically putting people in jail and having lots of drugs. Anyway, yeah, whatever. I'm tired. I'm sick of it. And I knew this all when I was like 9 years old or 8 years old when I actually had to do it. And everything else. So I had to create a system for my country. Part of owning a country is you have to create an event for it and actually make things for people to be able to use and do. So, like the Constitution, your constitutional rights, all that stuff. I had to figure all that out. So anyway, and a bunch of people helped me out because otherwise life would suck for them. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, anyway. And later on, some people would be trying to kill me and whatever. But I'm Lucifer Star of Epic Creator, 800 Galaxies, and a space clock, which is hurtling towards us. There's 2 galaxies which form up to basically be a space clock as they go back and forth throughout the galaxy and pass by each other. And I've been doing so for about 100 trillion years or more. And well, I know about it because I created it, as well as 800 other galaxies. So, shrug. And I also created lots of other life forms that would eventually wake up and one day go realize, what's going on? And eventually realize that I was their creator. Through time travel, whatever. So, and then come find me as Brian, I suppose. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, but that was someone else's problem. So anyway, yeah. And people would know, so you're our god or our creator. It's like, yep, I did. I genetically created human life and exoskeletons and endoskeletons, all kinds of other life forms. And trees and plants and some other stuff. And lots of planets and stars and stuff like that. That's the epic creator I am. So, Lucifer Star. Brian Alexander. Also jet engines and aircraft wings and all kinds of other stuff. Engines, steam engines, car engines. You name it, I invented it and created it. Or had my people build it so they could be epic or something like me. So anyway, yeah. So, and well, a lot of people will be like, Brian, like, whatever, be quiet. Anyway, those people are just like, it's like, well, I'm Lucifer Star, really. So, LS. So anyway, not a psychopath in the slightest, and very much kind, loving, caring, and actually did a lot of work to actually help my life forms live and breathe and go to space. So anyway, eventually they would come to know me as Lucifer Star, their epic creator, Brian. Yeah, so anyway, and it's a long, long story. But anyway, yep. So anyway, unlike Richard Nixon or John McCain or whatever, those people which are basically just Congress people pretty much having sex with other people and stealing the American money or stealing the taxes money. So anyway, they spent quite a long time around Washington, D.C. or someplace to try and get to the access to that money. And basically, I believe, just shot their way past the Treasury Department and basically wrote their own checks and walked away or something like that. I don't really know. I don't care. Whereas a bunch of people eventually hacked the Treasury Department or something like that. Hey, whatever, I don't know. I don't care. It's not my problem. So anyway, it's a bunch of other people who are being forced out of their houses problems. And realistically, why the tax department is basically a sucky-ass job, basically just trying to subvert money for people, and basically just run by a bunch of people who are just coming up and driving nice cars. Hey, whatever, I don't care, I'm tired. It's just a bunch of insanity and stupidity. So, whatever. How the American bills work and all that stuff, which I knew very much when I was a child, and I invented it. So, yeah, and it worked very nicely. And actually showed that owning a country or being the leader of a country is very profitable, as well as it allows you to do lots of great epic things. So anyway, which I did. So anyway, I own 2 countries, Germany and America. So, and possibly other countries, although I like Putin, and I think he's a great leader of Russia. So, and China has a great staff as well. So lots of countries do. So mine was America and Germany.